I'm here at St Joe's Boxing Gym in Newport, and you're with me now with light middleweight DAI Jones. DAI, you got a big fight coming up. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, it's a rematch with Jerome for the vacant light middleweight Welsh title in Newport Centre on the 14th of March.
That's Steve Robinson's promotion,
yeah,
isn't it?
It's Steve Robinson's first promotion. Talking about.
You got a rematch with Jerome. You lost the first one. How do you see this one going?
A lot better than last time. I've made sure I'm in a lot better shape. Trained really hard for this one, you know. I think I'm going to avenge my loss. I think if it all goes to plan, I think I'll stop him mid to late rounds in the fight, yeah.
You've got a game plan or?
Yeah, just pressure him and wear him out over the fight as it goes on, and just take him out towards the end. If not, I'll win on points.
Yeah.
You know, no problems.
This is your first 10 rounder. Welsh honours at stake. How do you think you'll cope with doing the 10 rounds?
I don't think it'll be much of a problem. Trained really hard. Done loads of 10 round sparring sessions with bigger boys, stronger boys. Gone in with sharper boys, so I'm prepared for anything he brings. Loads of different styles. So wherever you want to play, I can cope.
Yeah. Who have you been sparring with?
Craig Evans, Frankie, Borg, Lee Selby, Gary Buckland, Mitchell Buckland, Rhys Evans, Robbie Turley, loads of different styles there.
It's been having some good sparring.
Yeah.
How's training been going?
It's great, yeah, it's gone well. Haven't had no injuries this time, no illnesses, just gone really smooth and good.
Can you tell us about your daily routine regarding training?
Yeah, get up, go for a run in the morning, come down here, down the gym, whether it's fitness or sparring down here, and then train again in the night. Either I go for a run again or some sprints, or I might go up a local gym, do some strength work. So that's it pretty much.
How many times do you train a day?
3 times.
3 times. How many days a week?
I train usually 3 times, 5 days a week, and then once a day on the weekend, you know. Yeah. I might have a day off on a Saturday if my body needs to recover.
The training's going good though?
It's gone great this time.
How would you describe your fighting style?
Come forward, pressure fighter, you know, busy, like throw loads of shots. Yeah. Just pressure people really.
Do you struggle to make the weight at all?
I'd say at welterweight I'm a bit tight, but I'm usually okay if I got a good run up. But this time I've been fine, making the weight easy. It's like going up to light middleweight. Hasn't been a problem.
Do you have to change your diet at all?
Oh yeah, everyone got a diet, you know.
Yeah.
And if they say they don't, they're lying. You know, everybody got a diet.
Yeah. So you got a strict diet leading up to the fight?
Yeah, well, part of being a professional, that is a diet. It's part of it. Yeah. Daily routine, eating well, good.
Are you one of these people who are in the gym regardless whether they got a fight coming up or not?
Yeah, usually I train, you know, put a bit of weight on between fights, but usually if I'm not in the gym, I like to go running and keep myself in shape.
Yeah. If you win this fight, what would you like to see happen after that?
I don't want to speak to my manager. See where to go, maybe a Celtic title down the line, or defend the Welsh. You know, just keep moving forward. Like.
Who is your manager?
Steve Sims.
Steve Sims.
Yeah.
Obviously you're training at St Joe's with Frankie Borg.
Tony Borg.
Tony Borg?
Yeah.
Glad you pointed that out. How was your relationship with him?
It's great, you know, since I met Tony, you know, he broke me old loads since I turned pro with him. You know, I feel like I'm improving all the time in the gym with him, and the sparring off the boys here. I feel like it's bringing me on all the time. Yeah.
How long have you been in this gym?
It's about 3 years, I think. Coming up 3 years. Training with Tony.
You're happy with your progress?
Yeah, great. I think it's gone great.
Seems like a good bunch of lads here and a good banter.
Yeah, it's a great atmosphere in the gym, training, you know, no bickering. I've been to loads of other gyms where there's a bad atmosphere and you don't get on with people. There's none of that in here. Everybody help each other out.
Yeah.
It's a good place to train, like, I really enjoy it here.
How many fights you opened up this year?
This should be my first. I'd like to get another 3 in. So, you know, injuries like predicted, and if if his show's available, yeah. At least another 3 in.
I think you lost your last 2 fights. Is that going to bother you at all going into this next fight, confidence-wise or anything?
No, I lost my last one up London. Gary Cacolan, unbeaten boy going away. I know I got stopped, it shouldn't have been stopped, there was only 15 seconds left. Felt I'd won a few of the rounds. I don't think I would have won, but I felt it was pretty close up until it was about 15 seconds ago. The ref just stepped in. I don't think he should have. I don't think it should have been stopped. And then the time before that, it was only a point in it with Jerome Samuels. You know, he'd been close both times. Just got the wrong end. You know.
Yeah. Where do you think you went wrong in the first fight with Jerome?
I think I started too slow. I let him have the first round a bit. I'd never done 6 rounds before, didn't know how I'd go. Yeah. I should have just come out my normal game plan because I was fine at the end. I was coming on stronger at the end. I think I should have just gone out like I normally do, you know, rather than being worried.
But at least you can learn off that now. And
yeah, definitely.
What's the best part about being a pro boxer? It's good. You seem to get a lot more respect off people for what you're doing, even though you train a bit harder than when you're amateur, but you know, I think it's a fairer game. I've had a lot more fair decisions as a pro than amateur. Like, I've had a lot of harsh decisions, and I think it's wrong. Sometimes there's no money in the game, and people that rob you on decisions, like with judges. I just find it suits me better. Yeah. Pro boxing. You seem to get a lot of support of people in your local town and village. Seem to get behind you, you know. So I think it's good for the community as well, like to have someone to follow and get behind. Definitely. Yeah. And then what's the worst part about being a pro boxer?
Dieting, definitely dieting.
Everyone seems to say that.
It's hard, you know, when your friends are eating nice food or going out and having a drink, and you've got to cut it out for a fight, like, you know, got to be done.
How much notice have you had for this fight?
For about 8-9 weeks, you know, good notice for this, you know, excuses, not to get in shape. So,
you had a good training camp?
Yeah, great training camp, great.
Where can boxing fans buy tickets for your next fight?
I'm selling tickets. Follow me on Facebook, message me on there. My number's on the poster, you can ring that. Just get in touch with me or any of the other boxers on the show.
And how can people follow your progress?
But Facebook, I think, is the easiest way these days, social network.
Do you update about your training and stuff on there and stuff?
Yeah. Tell them when I'm fighting and results, how training's going.
Can you tell us a bit about your amateur background? How many fights you had and what you achieved?
At about, I think about 38 fights, you know, but a half record, fought for Wales. Won a youth Welsh title, like. Yeah. It's about as far as I went, like, fought for Wales, senior.
How old was you when you turned pro then?
22, I think. 22, yeah.
And who was you training under as an amateur?
Training for Lee Gym with Carl Jones for years. Then he left and then Paul Morris took over last year and a half of my amateur career.
Any final words before we go there? Yeah,
I'd like to thank Tony Borg, my sponsor, Kyle Butler at Silver Cloud Signs, and just like to thank my partner for delivering my baby 7 weeks ago. Like, I'm going to win the Welsh title for him.
Awesome. I'd just like to thank you for taking time out and talking to me today. Wish you all the best for your next fight and all the best for the future.
Thanks.
Thank you, really.